I flew from Seattle to Minneapolis and I landed at gate C10, and there is a way to access the airport maps in the Delta app, but it doesn't usually work for me. So I'm showing you the maps directly from the MSP Airport's website. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. And I had nothing but time to kill. You can access the Delta SkyClub after you land. So I headed over to the newest Delta SkyClub, which opened in 2023, and it's in the G gates. I landed in C10 and ended up all the way over here. And as you can see, I even bypassed the C Delta SkyClub because I wanted to see what the new one was about. And I took a red eye from Seattle, so I landed around 5:24 a.m. And then I could not check into the hotel until later that afternoon. So I wanted to have some breakfast and stuff like that. You put in Delta SkyClub, and there's 3 options. And like I said, I'm going to the one that's near the G gates because it is the newest one. And so as you can see, I'll show you in a minute, but I had to go all the way from C10 and go up a level to the same terminal but on level 3. And the estimated time shows about 11 minutes. It probably took me a little longer just because of it was a long walk, probably about 15-20 minutes. And then even when I got over to this area, the Sky Club does not open until 6 a.m. So I had some time to kill, roughly about 10 minutes. But even on top of that, it didn't even open on time due to some issues with locating the key to open the door. I'll show you the inside of the club and if it's worth the trek. Once you go up the escalator, you'll end up on this bridge which takes you to the G gates. I accessed the Delta Sky Club through my Delta Reserve card. If you want to know the different ways to access Delta Sky Clubs, check out the video in the description of this video and also in the upper right hand corner. As you can see, it's pretty empty for a weekday morning, and it was also a holiday weekend, and it didn't open till 6 a.m. Because it just opened at 6 a.m., it isn't as crowded. It did get a little bit crowded throughout the day, but there is so much space. It's not like other sky clubs where you're sitting on top of each other. I tried the breakfast and the lunch. I prefer the lunch. Usually Delta Sky Clubs, they have the same eggs and sausage. There's a decent sized work area, but there's only a few phone booths, which I was able to use that one. Was the Sky Club at MSP Airport in Gates G worth it? I would say so, just because I had a lot of time to spare. So if you have a lot of time and you're not already in the G gates, it could be worth going over to, just depending on how much time you have between your flights. I like this one compared to the one in Gates F because I'll show you how that looks later. And as far as paying for a guest to get in, I would recommend it, but again, it's all based on how much time you have between your flights. I saw some people accessing it like within 30 minutes of their flight, so I wouldn't do that. But if I had a long layover and I could afford to, I would pay for a guest, because once you start paying for things in the airport, food and drinks and stuff like that, it can add up. So I think this is worth it. Didn't like the breakfast food, but I did like the lunch food.